one of the things we find in our industry where fear is such an issue, there's other elective healthcare environments, cosmetic dentistry, for example, cosmetic plastic surgery, for example, where there's still fear of surgery, but there's not fear of loss like there is in vision. Vision is something very, very personal. It's always rated as the number one sense people would never want to lose. And so words are important as to whether or not they induce fear or calm people. And so you'll find that we call things by different terms in most office environments. It's not a waiting room, it's a welcome area. People, we tend to purposefully kind of undercorrect people because people may over-respond to the surgery. But we never say overcorrected or things like that. We never say that you might need an enhancement. We like to use words like we may need to do a little fine-tune. So certain words, our conversations with our patients show us that they yield kind of a negative response, and we try to not use those kinds of terms.
How do you get your frontline people to start using those terms? I mean, it's easy for you to start thinking about it in that way, but how do you get them to kind of slip that into their diction on a regular basis and make sure they're using it?
So again, with using a whole new language or nomenclature with the way you want to engage with the patient requires reviewing it regularly. And so we have a shared, again, to get down to the tactical level, we have a shared drive amongst our center. We have a file that we have that's a working list of all the things, the way we say things. And it's something that new people need to learn. It's something that we review at our meetings regularly. It's just part of our routine, and so we're constantly building a culture that talks differently about what. The other thing I can't stress enough is the importance of having doctor leadership who is inclined to think this way about the patient experience. There's a lot of really good doctors, a lot of really good surgeons out there where the customer service language and the customer experience is really lost on them because it's hard sometimes to deduce an ROI. But we, at our center, we talk about an ROE, a return on experience, with our word of mouth. And our doctors, a lot of the ideas that we come up with, some of them are even thought of there. So doctor leadership in this effort is really, really important. It's really frustrating and sometimes even toxic in the practices that I visit if the ideas start at the front lines and try to get pushed up the system. And it's a lot more effective and it's harmonized throughout the system best when it's, comes from the doctor level and is brought down to the front line from there.